coming nothing. The heck's that doing in there? Okay. Delete. Further. Yes, I understand. Just get rid of them and get rid of them fast. No, where's my live one? Why is that not showing? There it is. Okay. Take me to a control room. Hey, Jennifer. Just landed here now. Hi, Mary Jane. You guys could see me long before I could. There I am. I just came up finally. Good. That's good. Okay, thank you. Hi, Donna. Of course, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. I'll get the smudge up and get that cleared up and out of the way here in a moment. And no idea what tonight's going to be like. I had no idea what last night would have been like, but I couldn't do it. So I couldn't. I still would love to have tonight off too, but hey, that's pushing it. So. No, I couldn't do it last night. But that other night I did get sick. I was telling Jennifer, I shut that darn camera off at just the right time. Get out of there. You were deleted while you were there. There we go. No, I didn't actually. I washed it this morning. And then Little Bear had to have a bath today. And I had to do it in the bathtub. So I was on my knees. And of course the shower head stuck out like that. When I turned the water on, it came down on my head. I just brushed it all. I brushed it back kind of thing. I was pretty wet by the time we were done in the tub anyways. And then it just dried on its own, and I said, that looks like crap, and I just put the curling iron through real quick in the front and some along here, and that's it. That's it. So I wasn't going to wash my hair again and blow it dry. I just didn't have the energy for that. So I just hope I can stay here, and I think if we're busy and I'm reading and reading and reading, it really takes my mind off other things. That's why I always feel better when I'm reading. My life gets put to the side on a shelf somewhere while I'm doing readings, because anything that's going on around me that's unpleasurable, not pleasing, challenging, upsetting, as long as it isn't a life or death thing, of course, because I wouldn't come on at all, but if it's other things, irritating things, stuff like that, when I get reading it just doesn't exist in my little bubble. It doesn't. None of that does. It's just pure reading. And it helps me to forget. It shifts my mind right directly, focused on the reading. So if I'm a little bellyache, not feeling good, I started actually improving the last night we were on, and then it got dead slow. And so my mind not being held in check, it's floating off. Next thing you know, I said, I'm going to go because I'm not feeling good, and I wasn't. And about 10 minutes after I had hit those X's and shut everything down, wouldn't have even been 10 minutes, I was in the bathroom standing over the toilet bowl, using it for the other things that come out of our body, not just poopies and pees, but other things. Yeah. I'm somewhat better, Mary Jane, as long as I don't move too fast or overeat, and I'm just getting my appetite back, actually. So I lost it for 2 days. Didn't have it yesterday or the day before. It was real hard. So, hi, Bill. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What happened to the ass part, Bill? Come on now. Come on now, Bill. Bill always says, a big, badass bear hug for you. He's not doing that tonight. Ha ha ha. Too funny. Just too darn funny. Oh, and Jennifer, that storm you had the other day, we got it the next day. And the sun was shining. It was the weirdest thing. The sun was shining, and it was quite warm. Door was open, my door was wide open the whole bit. And I'm sitting in my armchair and I'm watching a Christmas movie. And I'm like, what is that? And I look. I said, oh my God, we got a rain band going over. It was just teeming. It went from sunny to that in a minute, like in a second. And then I went, why does that rain sound so odd? There's clicking going on. Rain doesn't click. I got up, went out, I went, oh my God, and you could see it was all over the deck, all over the table, all over the floor of the deck, all the hail. That was really, really, really different. Really different. Snowing and raining today. Really, we had a pretty clear day here today. Brilliantly sunny when I first got up this morning, like annoyingly. I come out of my bedroom, which is kind of dark. I come up the hallway, and then I walk into the living room kitchen area because it's an open concept, and I was just blinded. And I'm trying to find my way to the kitchen counter so I can put a tea or a coffee on. And I'm doing this. I'm not kidding you. Like, it was just darn right annoying. And then after a while, and it was way over here. So I knew when I come out, I see the sun where it's at in the sky, I got an approximate idea what time it is because I've been doing this for 11 years, right? So, if it's coming directly, and that was just the light it was throwing into the room because I come out there, it's kind of like I was here and the sun was in the sky way over here. It wasn't even shining right in my eyes, but it was blinding. It was crazy blinding. So, weather is going crazy. You're darn right. Tonight is going to be our coldest night so far this year. With the wind, we're supposed to go down to minus 10 Celsius. So you guys do your little clicking around, get your converters out. You can find out what that is in Fahrenheit. Oh, he's so funny. He's a cutie. Bill's sending everybody a message. Hi. Oh, I don't think I look amazing. I'm not really feeling 100%, but yeah, Mary Jane's going to get real chilly here tonight. 2-dog night. Guess I got to get me another dog or stuffed animal to put in. No, that wouldn't be a good idea. You would not believe the mess that I've had to clean every day. I bought him a new Chewy, and it's a duck. It's got a round, fat body and just the cloth over it, a fuzzy cloth. But up underneath, it's all stuffing. His head and his neck is stuffing. He's had this about 3 weeks now, and I thought this is the first one he's not ripped apart. Jeez Louise. I go in my bedroom, there's white clumps all over the bedspread. I look on the floor, and it's everywhere. I dropped my cigarette. I'm going to end up banging my head. That's why I keep hesitating. Come on, you. There we go. But it's all, and every time I go in now, I don't have a vacuum. It broke down months and months and months ago. So I have to sweep everything the old-fashioned way. And I could go in there 3 times a day and sweep. So I didn't sweep that room today. I didn't sweep it. Sit there. Let him make the mess. Let it go a couple days. I'll come back in and I'll clean it all up if I can stand it that long. I'm not a fussy person. You come into my house, and my husband Eric used to say, this house is just like a old, worn rubber boot. That's what it feels like. It's very comfortable. worn like a well-worn rubber boot, all broken in and the whole bit. And I'm not a Miss Fuss Bucket. I'm fussy about some things in my life. If I see someone in my house doing something, they're touching or picking up something they really shouldn't be, and if I've got some kind of connection with whatever, I don't have. I go, could you put that down, please? Joe, sorry. That's okay. You didn't know, but now you know. Don't pick that up because somebody's eventually going to drop it and break it or something. Things like that. I choice have a messed up home or have a nice, clean, orderly home. I'm not talking sterile. I've got a sister that owns a mansion. Every mansion they've owned, you're afraid to actually breathe in the house. They're immaculate. They look like they're out of magazines. The living room, the kitchen, all of it looks like it's out of a high-end magazine. But you don't get comfortable. Maybe they are comfortable in that, but we never could. Not for me. Sorry. You're my sister and I love you, but don't ask me to come back again because no, uncomfortable. It makes the visit extremely painfully long. But I like what do I have here that's new? My fireplace is new. My TV is new. Well, the newish. They're not 20 years old. You know what I mean? Grandfather clock. My kitchen set is old. Chairs are very old. Armchairs in the sitting room, the living room where you watch TV and stuff, that's very old. My mattress and box spring isn't old, but my headboard and footboard, very antique. Most people come in and they go, oh my God, I love that. And I'm like, well, but modern technology hides half the beauty. So it was, what would it be now? About 148 or 58 years old. That's how old the headboard and the footboard are. Made from 3 different kinds of wood: maple, oak, and there's something else in there. I can't remember. Or is it maple and cherry? But there's maple for sure. I think it's cherry wood. And then there's another wood that was made from 3 different ones. Very unique. So that's all. Everything else is old, and everything is old. When you come in, this is no Miss Fancy Pants place. So, and if you come in through the dry weather, the summer weather, things like this, and let's say we all took a walk to the beach and we come back and, leave your shoes on. I don't care. And people go, yeah, but I might have I said, you know what? Whenever I sweep my floors and if I find beach sand coming be a part of the floor trash, I say thank you. I truly do. I'll look at the grains of sand and they're messy and hard to sweep up. And I'm like, thank you. You just reminded me in this moment where I am and how fortunate am I. Even if I'm having a hard life and a bad day, I'm still so grateful. It gives me that inner smile. Thank you. And I mean, the first time that happened here, there was my husband and then there was our big dog Bear. He was huge. And we were only here we didn't go down the first day. It was the second day we realized there was a great big beach below us. We didn't even know. So we went down, we come home that night. I went to get into bed and I can't stand feeling grit against my legs, right? A lot of women are like that. We got smoother skin, so grit doesn't sit well. And I'm like in the dark and I'm tossing and turning and what the. And I turned the bedroom light on. My husband said, what are you doing? I said, there's grit on my side of the bed. It's on top of it, on the comforter, and it's on the sheet underneath. Turned the light on and there. I don't know how Bear did it or if it just fell through the material, but he was on the top of the bed. But somehow it got into and there it was. I got friggin' beach sand. Oh my God. Now I gotta clean. And then I stopped because my eye kept going back to the beach on the bed, back to the sand on the bed, and then it hit me. I said, okay, let me take that back. He said, what are you talking about? He just wanted to go to sleep. He's getting real frustrated. I said, listen to me when I say this to you, and you better smile. Excuse my language, everybody. But what I said was, I've got fucking beach sand in my bed. Yes. So I instantly see the other side. Oh my God. And he looked at me and I said, think about it. He thought about it and he said, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I said, so something started off pretty like, ooh, turned out to be a good moment after all. So, and a lot of people would freak out about, the little miss. I'm perfect and my home is perfect and everything is, you know, especially people that are like minimalistic people with the way they live. There's no pictures on the walls. There's no nothing set out. Everything is just, they couldn't stand something like that. I'm so not like that. But I prefer my house to, fine, let it be messy, let it be lived in, but make it be clean. And that's where the real work comes in. That's where I drop the ball an awful lot. You guys are talking away and I'm talking to myself here. Sorry, guys. I missed it all. Yeah. Oh, I'll get a picture one of these nights and I'll post it. I can't remember but there's maple, and I think he said cherry wood. And it came from the other side of the country. It came from British Columbia. And it was given to us. And I still have it and I won't part with it. So, yeah. Again, I deleted everything. There shouldn't be. I'll look in a minute, Mystery. Thank you for that, Mystery. I don't even need to be well off or stinking rich. That's my problem in life. I've never reached for the farthest star. I've never envisioned climbing the highest mountain. Um, I've never desired a mansion on the hill. Okay, a couple songs are written about that, and I just want, that expression from years ago, Bill. You remember? You want the little white house with the white picket fence, a dog. You know what I mean? On the Canadian coastline, living on the water, the magnificent world famous Bay of Fundy, and live and I'm almost there, having that financial security of not saying, "Oh, I can go buy a yacht tomorrow." No, I have no desire to do that. But I want a dependable, good made vehicle in my driveway that can carry me all year round. I want enough money to know my bills are paid every single month. Don't miss them at all. I'm never late. That kind of a thing. I want to know that if I want to eat fresh salad twice a week, that I'll be able to get into my dependable vehicle, drive into the city, go to the grocery store, go to the grocery superstore has a beautiful grocery section. Even the Sobeys lovers admire the super. And that's my store since my kids were this high. I still go there. It's huge. It's massive. It's a superstore. And I could get my fresh vegetables and be able to do that twice. Things like this. To be able to sleep at night. And the only problems I have are people problems. Money's not my problem. But they say that there's an expression, and some people believe it, always ask for more than what you actually want. Because that way you'll get exactly what it is you truly want. If you reach beyond, and I never remember to do that. So, just a little more content. That's right. And no worries. That's correct, boys. To have endless amounts of money, like $1 million sitting in the bank, and you're not a big shopper or a big spender like me. I don't know if there's anything that I like to shop for. I really, it's a chore to me. Um, but I'm always grateful. We got big ass lineups at the superstore. And when I start to get a little nuts inside after standing there 25 minutes, I'm not even halfway down the line. Some people didn't show up for work because normally they're pretty good like that. But it's a busy place. I've done it many times and stopped and looked around, and I could see people getting real angry and starting to vocalize it. How much longer do we have to stand here anyway? So that the checkout woman could hear it. And I went, I don't want to be like that. Do you know what? There are many times I needed to be standing in a lineup. I would have given my right arm to be standing in a lineup at a grocery store, but no money to buy groceries. No way to get there. One thing or another. So when it gets like, I even wrote a little poem about it once. I'll see if I can find it and repost it. But I'm grateful for that long, hot, uncomfortable lineup. I'm glad I'm in it. That means I'm going to eat tonight. I'm going to eat this week. You know what I mean? Everything really is in life. It's people, places, things, events, situations. Everything is how you see it. Personal perspective. That's your world. That's what you're seeing and how you respond to things. Not on the list to divvy that up. You're right. We have to make ourselves happy. Wow, before anybody else. I'm still listening. I'm reading. I'm just checking out what Mystery had told me about here. There shouldn't be a second one running. I deleted that in 2 spots already. Well, there's the live one where I'm at right now. I'm not seeing another one. Let me go a little deeper into the background of the program here. Bear with me. I'll get down to the bones and that'll show me if there's an extra one running when it shouldn't be. Okay. Where am I going now? Where am I going now? How did I get there before is the question. Where am I going now? Where am I going now? Okay, I got 2 open now. They're both running. How did I get there before? I'm going to get rid of that one. Shut that down and stay in the one that I'm in. There we go. There should only be one running now. Mystery. That's the only way to be. That's the best way to be if you can remember to be that way. You know? Okay, yeah, it's gone now. I got it. There we go. All good to go. It's all good to go. So, okay. What are we? We're Tuesday, right? We've done a Tuesday recently, and it was like could barely keep up. It was so busy, and you get times like this, and it's not. I'm gonna put a smudge up. Maybe that'll change the atmosphere. Let me see here. Take those off for a bit. Oh, when people come to visit, they go, never. I've had more than one person say that. They're like, well, I gotta go, I guess. I got things to run. I don't know. But you know, every time I get here, I'm never in any hurry to leave. I just want to curl up, just chat, drink tea. And I'm okay with all of that as long as all my work is done and my house is presentable. I get mad if it's not. I get really mad about that. More at myself. Thank you. Clear my mind. Yes. Cleanse my heart. Feed my intuition. All right. There we go. rest, and some for everybody else. Yeah. Look, when it comes down to pure survival, you do anything. You know, I couldn't kill another person. I could let them know they run into me. I'd leave my mark on them, but I couldn't. I'd have a hard time killing anything like that. That's wonderful, Mystery. That sounds good. You're a good neighbor, Jen. Yep, you learn from it. I used to be on other programs. And people from, let me see, Egypt, Africa, they were two of the places I remember right off, and did not believe for 1 second that there was hunger in Canada and in the US. There were homeless people there and here. And one man said to me, he goes, "Okay, I can see the US, but you're wrong. This must be all stuff in your head." I said, "It's not stuff in my head. People go hungry here." Canada seems to have a big reputation in other parts of the world of being the perfect place to live. We have our issues here too. Don't think we don't. You know, we have our own complaints. Nothing's perfect. Life is what you make it, but you're still exposed to the fallout of life around you. So there are homeless shelters. One man refused to. Didn't matter what I said to him. He absolutely refused to acknowledge what I was telling him. He fought me on the whole thing. So. Nothing happening yet, Mary Jane. Not a thing. You got a big bong, do you? Oh my goodness. So I went to the store. When I'm in the city doing groceries, I go to a store called Brilliant. Brilliant, I think it's called. Brilliance. Anyways, and they sell tobacco tubes and cigarettes and all your tobacco related. But the rest of the store, the walls are full of things like bongs and pipes and I was just, he was busy, the guy at the counter, so I was just kind of standing there looking around. And what the hell is this thing? Was huge, like huge, huge, huge. I can't get my arms far apart enough. So when the guy said, "Hi, how are you today?" I said, "Good." I said, "What the hell is that called?" And he told me it was called, starts with a T. Starts with a, oh God, I had it and now it's gone again. I can't remember what it's called. Somebody else here will think of it. They will. I know you will. No, we don't have people like Trump. No, we don't, Bill. That's very true. We have our own jerks and assholes and people that I don't know, but yeah, yeah. Every country's got its pain to bear about different things. So Yeah, that's real bad. I almost need to take a nerve pill after eating all of that. Oh, hi, Yolanda. Welcome. Yeah, just a minute. Hold on, my dear. I go and take a peek here. I'm sorry. I did hear a dingle, but I didn't. You know what I mean? We're talking, so kind of blocked it out, I guess. Good thing you brought it to my attention. I could have yacked for another 20 minutes while you're sitting there waiting, and I don't want you to have to wait any longer than necessary. Okay. What's your question, Yolanda? What is your question? Go ahead, Yolanda. What's your question? That's driving me crazy. I'm pretty sure the Egyptians smoked them. People usually sit around in a circle, and the thing is huge. Must be 4 feet high. All is well, Yolanda? You have a question, or you just want a general card pulled to see what's going to come up? A hookah. That's it. Figured you would know, Mary Jane. That's what they were. I couldn't believe the size of them. I couldn't get over it. I was just like, how much stuff would you have to put in to get that sucker going? Oh my God, what would you dump? Like a whole ounce in there? Or I know they smoke other stuff, other flavored tobaccos and stuff like that. That's what I always heard. You're asking about your business. Okay, what information do you have to bring through for Yolanda in regards to her business, Southern Flavors? You guys are cracking me up. You guys ought to become neighbors. This is for Yolanda and anything to do with her company, Southern Flavors, if you could please bring it forward. Okay, you got anything else you want to say, Yolanda, before I continue? You have a specific question you need to ask, okay? Do you have a specific question about your business? Or just a general, overall? Yolanda, do you have a specific question related to your business? I hate this. Okay, good. Good. Thank you very much, Yolanda. We'll continue to shuffle. All right. Thank you, Yolanda. This is a general card. Whatever Yolanda needs to know about, please bring it towards her. This is in reference to her business, Southern Flavors. Okay, what's going on for Yolanda? This will be the last twirl through here. Let's see. And I'm going to cut the deck. Let's see what we've got here. Some relation, reference to Yolanda's business, Southern Flavors. Anything she may need to know about. Oh, making a decision right off. You're looking at some new possibilities. You're looking to make a bit of a change up here of some kind. These are beautiful cards. Okay, let me see here. Okay. How you doing, Tom? What's up, brother? Okay, you got the Two of Swords here. They are crossed swords. There's no real winner or loser in this decision. You're at a crossroads. You've got to go left or you've got to go right. But their power, it appears to be quite equal, right? So this isn't making the right choice or the wrong choice here. It's not about that. But you've got to make a choice, a decision between two things, all right? And what it is, you've got to pick the one that's going to fit you the best, the one that's going to fit your life the best, the one that's going to be successful with the less upheaval, something smoother. But there's a way that you want to turn, a way that you want to change here. So bear with me and I'll get out the generic side of the card. I pulled 3 cards for you. We're going to address them quickly, but anyways, here's your main one, is the Two of Swords. You're at a crossroads, and there's a decision to be made. The 2 crossed swords signify tension and indecision, locked in conflict, and neither can win because their power, it appears to be equal. The situation may or may not even be of your own making. Your perspective is a little blocked, or there's an obvious clue that you're not seeing that would make you change your mind, like that. You can't snap tonight. That, there. That quick. The reaction would be, if I'd seen that to begin with, I wouldn't have spent this time agonizing over which way to go. That's what I needed. That's my choice. And it becomes very clear. And within seconds, you know what you're doing. Here's the advice says, you know what? If you're blocked, you can't reach that choice. Look again. Start by going away, coming back, taking a fresh angle. Any action or decision is going to be better than none at all. This is a great opportunity for a breakthrough in your thinking. Your keywords to listen up to are doubt and uncertainty within yourself. Not moving at all, feeling stuck. You're in a stalemate because you're in a place of indecision. Facing disconnection, a feeling of disconnection and blocks is basically, this is stuff that you have to face. But you're going to get there. There's no doubt in my mind. Why? Because there's a lot of possibilities here for you. This can go any way and lead into possibilities, into wonderful things. We got the 7, and it's like a double whammy. In a way, that's a strong possibility because that's what 7s mean within tarot. All right, they mean possibilities. And the prompt on this card is possibility. So, hence the double whammy almost. There's many choices available to you now. And here we go again. But which one do you take? What do you focus on? It's the same thing as the first one, really. At this point, there are very few facts to help you decide. There's really only a raft of impressions in your head. Danger lies in falling for a fantasy, because really, when you're thinking about these things, you really have no real sense yet of what is real, and maybe what in your head you're idealizing because you like the way that's, you come up with an idea, you go, oh, I like the way that sounds, because it fires up your imagination. It stirs you. It's not practical. Don't go by that. In creative projects, you may be awash with ideas. An additional meaning, pay attention to your dreams and your visions. The advice, rather than rush toward one option, stand back for a while and wait and see what manifests. Watch the items, watch these things, watch these situations. It'll help you decide. Keywords, fantasy and confusion, choices and dreams, imagination, visions, and passion. In the end, here's where you're going to be ending up at. So you're going to make the right decisions, the right choices, the right options. You're going to be doing the right things, as long as you keep your cool, you keep yourself level. This is where you're going to end up. It's going to pay off for you. How wonderful is this? With this ace, you don't have to worry about anything. This is beautiful. All about prosperity with a beautiful Ace of Pentacles for you. How wonderful is that? It's just fantastic. When the ace comes up into your reading, it's showing you that money is coming, Yolanda. You receive some kind of a gift, maybe even a small reward, or you're seeing an opportunity that's going to generate you more income through new work and personal projects. In relationships, this ace is showing stability. And another meaning of the card, you could be moving to a new home or using this money that's coming in, using it wisely to invest in a property, that kind of a thing. Overall, the Ace of Pentacles reveals a very happy, stable, successful time. The advice, maximize your good fortune. Make your money work for you, not you for your money. You deserve it. It's time to make a wise financial decision that you have to take. Beginnings, finances, new job, new work, successes, property, security, and creativity. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed your reading, because that was it. It's all looking good. They all fit together. All three of those cards actually fit together very, very well. They're just like telling a story, basically. I think I have somebody else waiting. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay, that's cool. No, I'm not done. Stay logged in. Thank you. There we go. Okay, we're wide open. That's your race for tonight's win. You never know, Bill. But it's jackpot. Remember, I told you got to concentrate. Not just kind of win the lottery. You might win $5. There, you won. You want to be more specific. Jackpot. Have a good night, Mary Jane. Always a joy to see you. Have a great night. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Be nice to see you win it, Bill, because I know you need it. It's nice to dream. As long as you got a ticket, there's a possibility. If you don't have a ticket, there's no possibilities. As long as you have a ticket, there's always possibility. You have just as much chance as everybody else that's bought tickets that night, for that night. Good. Good. That's good, Bill. Keep doing that. Oh, excuse me. Ah. Feels like Sunday night to me. It does. It feels like Sunday night to me. So, you would think tonight would be a little busier. What time of the day are we? Well, we're only 8 o'clock here now. Still early yet. That's the problem, coming on too early. You buy them twice a week? Yeah, I suppose that adds up too. I win little ones, free ticket, $5. That's about it. Not every time, but when I win, that's what quite a while ago I won 20. So, nice, gent. It's nothing good on TV. That's why you're here. That's pretty cool. That's cool. No problem. So, I was watching a movie last night on Netflix. Christmas Drop, I think it was called. I'm watching. I said, this got to be a true story. And damned if it wasn't. It's a true story. It's about, I don't know where. It's some tropical place. It's a smattering of islands, and there's people on all. And they live next to the land. And there's an army base. And every year around Christmas time, they do drops of necessities and essentials and Christmas gifts and things like this. It was a pretty cool story. It was pretty cool. And it turned out to be true. So, but their department, their military department, technically, I don't know what it was called. Don't remember. But they were like, they've got to be spending our government money, our military money, and we can't afford to be doing that, feeding 2 or 3 islands. Well, and the government wasn't paying for anything, not even the fuel for the planes. And they'd use that time out with the planes for practice flying and stuff. So they couldn't say. They said, no, we drop our stuff off and then we go into our routine of practicing when we're flying, getting our lessons in every day. And this, they couldn't get them no matter how they tried hard to get them, and they couldn't get them. Everything was under donation, and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. 16 a week. Well, here's what I say to that, Bill. If you don't have a social life outside the house, you don't have any great big huge hobbies that cost you an arm and a leg, if that brings you excitement and joy twice a week, so be it. I think it's going to be one of those nights again, Jennifer. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. You can't call these nights anymore at all. There's no science to it to figure out. Bill, I'll tell you a story. And I would have been 16, 15, something like that. And I was walking by a Lotta booth that was set up in the center of this mall. So you get this big mall, and they're set up in the center of it, and they're selling tickets in the whole 9 yards. I walked by, and it was a permanent structure. They were there all the time. And I kind of looked up at the inside walls where they've got pictures of the winners, and I'm walking by, and then all of a sudden I stopped, and I went, no, goddamn, I backed up, and I stood there and looked. And I think it was a woman behind the counter, and she said, can I help you? I said, that's my grandmother. And we don't know that she won. I looked at the date. It had been quite recent. Her life hadn't changed at all. She's still living the same thing because it was a new win. She won $25,000. Back when I was like 15, 16, that was a lot of money. Let me tell you. She ended up buying herself a little cottage in the outskirts of the city in a nice community, and she bought herself a new car, is what she did. But we didn't know anything about it, you see. So, And someone in my family said she's afraid that if we find out or anybody finds out that they're going to be after her for money. And we all agreed we wouldn't dare ever do anything like that. We would never stoop that low. So, yeah. Well, I'm telling you. And I actually know somebody that recently, about 3 months ago, they won 25,000. I don't know them personally though. The big one that I knew personally won 10.6 million. Knew him and the whole family since the kid. Since he was just a little knee kicker. He was a small little thing and grew up to be a man. The story with him was, I didn't know this till after, but he had been ticketed and fined for drinking and driving. Where he worked, he was a manager of a big store. He had a good job. He got fired. They fired him for it. Just before he won the ticket, he was 3 months behind on his mortgage payment for his home. Behind on his car payment as well. He was behind on every single bill by 3 months. You don't go any further than 3 months and then they start moving in to kick you out. That's what happens. He was right there on the precipice. Right there. Never been so down in his life. Had never been in trouble with the law. Never been behind on anything. Never. Everything had came to a head. And he was ready to just throw the towel in on life kind of thing. He had no way out of it. Nobody to help him get out of it. And he's damned. He won 10.6 million just at the right time. How unbelievable is that? That was unbelievable. Unreal. Just unreal. So he's invested his money a lot too. Into a lot. He bought a lake area outside the city. And he bought up the whole lake area, and he has put up like little log cottages. They look like log homes. They're cottages, and selling them off. So there's people around. They all know him. He knows all them, kind of a thing. His place is a great big place. It's a mansion, all made out of logs. The whole thing, in and out. So, and he owned a Corvette. A newer one. Oh my God, the color is unreal. It's like a lime green. And he owns this great big vehicle that can carry about 8 people in it. I forget what it's called, but it was high end as well, very expensive. He owned another car, some kind of a convertible. I mean, I don't know now, but he had 5 vehicles, so he had no problem figuring out how to spend some of the money. I've never been the lucky type of person. Never, never, never. It's never happened. I've never won anything big in my life, ever. So I buy lottery tickets once in a while. If I get to go out tomorrow morning, like I'm hoping I can get out to the corner store, I'll probably be buying one for Friday night, Lotto Max. And we'll see. How long have we been here? We've been here quite a while. I'm not going to sit here for 3 hours staring at a quiet screen. Been here almost an hour, 55 minutes in. Things don't pick up. Mama's going to watch TV all night. But tonight's going to be a cold one, I tell you. I bathed my dog today. I think I told you guys that I did. I bathed my dog. I was such a mess when we were done. But it's all good. He even let me take the hairdryer to him for a little bit. Then he got tired of that. Let me go, let me go. Trimmed away the fur from his eyes and tried to trim him under here, and that was difficult. He started getting really restless. Made it real hard, so I kind of gave up. But I got his eyes done, and you can see his face again. So But and then I tested. You thought this was something? Wait till I get that. Oh, the brush. It's full out war with him. Full out war when he sees the brush. He bites and nips and scratches and growls and the whole like he'll grab my hand right there with his butt and he go, "Arr, get out of here! Stop that!" That's what I do. Wouldn't that be nice for you, Jennifer, to have all that? Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, that's nice too, Mystery. I play Hermit a lot, so I'm all good. I'm all good. I don't get lonely. I enjoy my own company. I like it when I'm by myself. Like right now, if I wasn't on here and I felt like it, I can go crank my music. Crank it up to the walls vibrate. There's nobody to complain. Nobody. In the house or out of the house. The neighbors wouldn't even complain. So, you go visit me, kick them damn borders open. Kick the borders open. I think they're all gone crazy myself. Everybody's crazy. I wish if I buy the odd lottery ticket and I hit the jackpot and I end up with, say, 10 million or more, I'd buy this whole compound up. And then what I would do, honest to God, and I'm not just saying this, I'm telling you the truth. Then what I would do is I'd have a list of people, of course you included, Jennifer, right off. I'd go down and I'd write them all down. And one way or another, get everybody here for a long weekend. Can you imagine? That would just be a blast. And if I had all these light workers here at the same time, we could all do that witch dance out when the tide's out. We could do it on the beach. We could light a campfire and do that witch song and dance. I would love it. And I'd have somebody down there, like a little film crew, to catch it all. So, yeah, it'd be a great weekend. Be able to do that like once a year. Wouldn't that be awesome? It would just be awesome. It really would. Yeah. Yeah. Ever-ending supply of coffee. The best ones, like I had 2 days in a row. One yesterday when my son came out, and the day before when I was in town with him, and we got it from my favorite Tim Hortons right here out in the highway. Because they're on a well and the coffee's really nice. The coffee's really, really nice. Yeah. It even come in your wheelchair. Yeah. You'd need to be comfortable. You'd have to have your wheelchair with you, no matter where you go. That's a given, right? That's a given. But I'd love to do the witches dance on the beach. That would be awesome. That would be so awesome. Yeah. I'd even have somebody come and do it. I'd have a live band the whole bit, record the whole thing. It would be cool. Yeah. Oh, well, it's fun to dream, I guess. I can dream. Yeah. That's one of my little dreams that'll probably never happen. I'd love to do that witch dance down there. I really would, and film it all. That would be awesome. There's a handful of people in here, but everybody's so quiet. The same for you, Donna. Sorry it's so dead in here, but hey, what are we gonna do? Best wishes to you, Donna. Oh, that would be hard, Mystery, really. Yeah. It's really something you gotta put a hard head on, boys, to make that stuff work. Therapy. There are places I want to go, but I'm not a traveler. I don't like to travel. I don't travel well. It affects me physically. I just do not travel well. So, hi, 24 other ever me see. But I love my alone time. When my kids were younger, my house was a dewdrop in. There was people in my house every day, every day, every day. And it's not like that anymore, and I like it better this way. I don't socialize a whole lot. I really don't. So, for me to even say that I'd like to have a lot of the members here from Bay of Fundy Fortunes to be here for a week, and that rings true, but I wouldn't want to do it all the time. There's the thing. It would be a once a year thing, is what it would be. Oh, that's frustrating, Mystery. Sorry. All you can do is just do your very best. Do your best and then push a little bit harder. You might see some results, and you have to be so patient. Doesn't happen overnight. Doesn't happen in one session, you know. But all that stuff, unfortunately, does take money, and it takes a lot of money. It's not cheap. It is not cheap by any means at all. Hello, Carmen. How you doing tonight? How you doing? Hope all is well with you. You'd probably love it on my beach, Bill. You'd probably get a lot of it. I knew what he meant, Mystery. I knew he meant heart. Uh, well, I'm just curious here now. Bum, ba bum. Mystery. Yeah, I think for some reason, just a feeling you'd really get something very deep and moving, significant sitting there, even if you're in your wheelchair on the beach, just watching the tide, checking out the view, smelling the water. It would probably hit you pretty hard, for sure. See, if I was stinking rich, I could do things like that. I could say, gosh, you guys want to come here? That here, I'll pay it all. It won't even cost you anything but your time, you know? So, oh my goodness sakes. Usually in the month of July, when the tide's out, there are wild mussels that grow on the rocks out there through the seaweed and stuff. And man, can you ever smell them? Sit right here in the house and you smell fresh mussels. It's what you smell. It's unbelievable because they have a distinct odor. You go down, but I wouldn't pick them out of there. I don't know why. I don't know if they're safe to eat or not, but I love mussels. My favorite mussels are from Prince Edward Island, PEI, which is another maritime place, and they have the best of the best mussels. You crack them open after you cook them, they're orange. The mussels are orange. Oh, they're some good. But you got to have them with a beer or two. Okay. Yeah, I don't do venison at all. No, no form or shape of it. Oh, I hope you're right, Mystery. Hope you're right about that. That's for sure. This has to be the slowest night yet. It sure feels like it. I knew tonight was going to be one of two things. It was going to be either really busy or really slow. So far, slow's winning. Oh, do you? Yeah. The only mussels I ever eat are fresh ones, freshly caught kind of thing. And I'm not a drinker, but if I'm going to have a beer, I have a certain type of beer that I only drink, only one kind. And I'll crack open a bottle and pour some into the pot, and I steam my mussels in that beer. And then you have the beer to go with it. Plus, I make my own garlic butter as well, so you can dip them and then eat them. So, really, Jennifer? Oh, wow. I've had my share of salmon in my life, and it's okay. Um, Very pretty to look at. Halibut, I'm not nuts about, and I'm not nuts about cod. My fish is haddock all the way. Haddock or trout, that's what I like. And it has to be fresh caught stuff too. Caught that day kind of a thing. Really, stuffing with oysters in it. Wow. Ha 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 ha. No, we don't. Not that I know of. I can only speak for myself. I certainly don't. But I live in the Maritimes. I live in Atlantic Canada. I live on the water. Fish is just a part of our life. So I've had my share of lobsters. Could care less if I ever seen another one, you know. But haddock's really, really my fish. Really, really is. I make my own fish and chips and deep fry it and the whole bit. I'm not crazy about there's a lot of oysters. Clams are another one. My neighbors across the road, that's what they are. That's what they do. They're clam diggers. They make a living at it. They make really good money. They make minimum $200 a day. And some days they work 2 tides, not just one, but they'll sleep right where they're at and they'll get up and the next tide goes out, they're right at her. They've made up to $500 a day doing it that way. I'm not nuts about clams. A lot of people absolutely go crazy over clams. They love them. I don't like biting into anything that tastes and feels gritty. I hate that. And oysters do that too. But oysters, you're supposed to just swish them around your mouth and then swallow them. Ugh, I've tried them. Ugh, no thank you. Do you love lobster? A lot of people do. A lot of people do. Yeah. The best lobster I ever had, we were in at the city market. The city market is just what it sounds like. It's stalls with fresh fruits, vegetables, food. They're cooking their this, their that. And one of them is the fish stall. And they have lobster. They have they have squid, just about everything you can think of. So I wanted to just get a small, Eric and I both got a small styrofoam container for so much money. I don't know how much it was. And it was all freshly done lobster. It was all done for you, already cracked, and the whole bit was ready to eat. The best lobster I ever had. And it was just caught that morning and brought in. So it was the best lobster I've ever had in my life. Me, if I'm going to drink beer, because I rarely drink because I have health issues. If I'm going to have beer, it's Alpine. It's made right here in the Maritimes. It's really good beer. Really good beer. That Bud stuff to me, compared to Alpine's like dishwater. Blech. Yeah. Okay, mystery. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to do nothing more. We're talking about all that. Love to do nothing more than go out for a nice meal. A really nice meal. You know, we've got restaurants in the city that serve all that stuff. It would be really nice to go out, but I'm dying for some mussels and an Alpine beer. I'm wanting them now. Yeah, my next trip into town, I could easily pick up 5 pounds of mussels and it would be good. So there's a lot of food I don't even eat anymore. So, but haddock, I'm hard. And fresh caught trout is another beautiful fish to have. Geez, it's good. You know, I've had fresh caught pickerel as well, one that I caught myself. He was about 5, 6 pounds. He was a great big one. And it was like trying to wrestle in a 50-pound salmon, trying to reel that in. There's a story and a half, you know. So I haven't been fishing in, oh my gosh. Oh, it's well over 20 years since I've had a fishing rod in my hands. The crackers and the cheese, yeah. Yeah. I like if it's good crackers and good cheese, yeah, I can munch down on that. Um One thing I like about restaurants, they always have freshly baked rolls. I love that. I love homemade bread of any kind. And I like when they make their own garlic bread out of French bread. And they've got the garlic on it and the cheese on it and all. Oh, that's so good. Ah, making myself hungry. Yes, exactly. The first time I ever had trout mist was I was a little girl and we were in an area that we used to go. My dad used to take us camping a lot and went brook fishing with him and his brothers one day. I was just a little kid. But my dad got some small, and it was the brook trout. So it wasn't the big stuff, it was the smaller stuff. Oh my God. You open them up, the small brook trout around here, they look like salmon. They're pink and red on the inside. And cooked over an open fire, hell yeah, with butter, salt and pepper. Oh my God. Tastiest thing you've ever had. There's something about a meal being cooked over a fire. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what it is. We had it rigged up. We could put like a pot of tea, right, with no cover on it. Put the water, put the tea, hang it over the stove, hang it over the fire, and there'd be leaves and branches and sticks falling into that little teapot and everything. We'd say all the better. We just straighten it out. Best goddamn cup of tea I've had ever. Really nice stuff. Whoa, I don't know what a coho is, but holy lift, and that's a lot of weight. That sounds like deep sea fishing stuff, Bill. The only claim I can take to the weekend, I caught that pickerel. Nobody else could catch anything. That weekend they couldn't catch them. They're out there and it was hot. It was summer. We were there for the whole week. Well, we stayed about 5 days. And I had no idea. But I looked in the fish tackle box and I went, I'll try that. Maybe that'll get their attention. It's what they call a red devil. You probably know what that is, Bill. So I put on my hook and put my bait on. Just doing this from the shore, and I tossed it out, started to reel it in nice and slow. All of a sudden, thump. And I went, oh no, I hope I didn't get caught on a dead log under the water or something. So I let some out, and then I reeled it in again, and it started to come. I'm going, oh my God, this is great, good, okay. Back to, and all of a sudden, thump. Did this a couple times before I realized I got something on the end of the line. Oh my God. And he put up such a fight. He was that long and about that big around. He was big, and I'd never even seen a pickerel in my life before at that point. I ended up getting, so I said, I'm going to lose him. He's going to break this line. I'm going to lose him. I started walking up the beach, bringing him in that way, dragging him in, and I caught him, and we ate him. So Lake Michigan, eh? I had a tingle. Let me check and see if anybody's come in here. Or it was just a regular old email. Oh, somebody's come in. Sheila P. Where are you, my dear? Sheila P. Thank you for your generous donation. That was very, very kind of you. The Wreck of the Evan Fitzgerald. Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah. Roger Whittaker. Where are you, Sheila? Sheila P. Letter P for the last part. Sheila. Ah, there you are. Yay. What's your question, my dear? Cortero's feeling cold and lonely. Gordon Lightfoot. That's right. It's his birthday today, eh? He turned 82 years old today. Or yesterday. Or tomorrow. It's one of these 3 days anyway. It's his birthday. He turns 82. 82, 83? I forget. So one place I've always wanted to go was Arizona. I think I told you that before, Mystery. What's your question, Sheila? I want to go to Arizona for the night sky. So that's what I want to do. Do some sky sweeping. One of the best places in the world, Arizona. This rating will be for Sheila soon as I know what her question is. Oh, yeah, they have what they call star parties in Arizona. Hundreds of people show up bringing telescopes, the pitch tents, the whole bit. And a whole weekend, usually it lasts a whole weekend. And everybody shares their telescopes and they just sky sweep together and share that together. It's beautiful. I've always wanted to go to one. Okay. Sheila says, I need to know what to expect now that I'm in the last stages of the twin flame journey. I got her, Jen. What does she need to know? What can she expect? And now that she's in the last stages of the twin flame journey. Thanks, Jennifer. I know, you're an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even squares can have a ball. But we still play old Gory down at the courthouse. And lightning's still the biggest thrill. Okay, what can Sheila expect from the end of her twin flame journey? Okay, I'm going to cut right here, Sheila. We're going to cut right here. Dum da dum dum. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I'm loving the card that came up for you, Sheila. Oh, you got an endless road in front of you, and you can do pretty much whatever the heck you want. A lot of potential. You're going to have choices. You're going to have options. And what can you expect at the end of this twin flame journey? Here's the card I pulled, and it's fitting. You're very lucky. Very, very lucky. So, wow. Once you go through and it's not going to, it's going to happen really quick. It's not going to take months for this to take place or happen. All right. And, oh, this is the best thing that's going to happen to you that's happened in a long, long time. Your life, the essence of you, your energy, everything around you, everything that's a part of you in your life is going to be regenerated, starting anew, starting over, you know. I don't know why you couldn't see it. I held it up long enough. There it is, right there. You see it now. You got the world, my dear. You got the world. So, the world. She might be lagging a little bit. I can't hold it up any more than it was. It was right up against the camera almost. You got the card, the world card. Everything in your life is going to change, and all for the better. Your phone's messing up. Well, you got the world card. That's a very important card. Major arcana card. Major. It's fantastic. Cards don't get much better than this. I can tell you that. If I could find it, it'd be better. I missed it somewhere. Bear with me a moment. But I'm telling you right now, everything in your life is going to turn for the better. You'll have a few moments of regret. Why did I wait so long? If I knew it was going to be this great and this good, I wouldn't have waited so long. I would have made the moves earlier, kind of a thing. Here's the generic side of the card. The World card shows that your life is going to be regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you're seeking and celebrate your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. The card also shows the completion of a phase. This could be the completion of a meeting a target or a goal. You're reaching your goal, you're reaching your target. You could be finalizing a house move or some other kind of project that's as big as that. All right. The World often comes up in a reading to signify a relationship landmark. This isn't applying to you because this relationship is burning down. There are going to be opportunities for you to travel now. And if you're still single, when you do, there could be a few romantic adventures coming at you at the same time. The advice: you celebrate what you have achieved. You celebrate what you've gone through, where you are, how you've survived that, and embrace any new opportunities. You're going to be full of energy, the right kind of energy, and motivation. The world is your oyster. You can start picking the oysters in your life. You get to pick and choose. Everything you touch feels like it's turning to gold. Everything that you do. Keywords are success and completion, celebration and beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. Anything challenging that comes up for you at all, once you've started this new trail in life, you're going to have the endurance to make it all the way through. All right? You are going to have the endurance to handle anything at all. It'll be easy peasy. Only good stuff. That's what you need to know. Leave yourself open to it. Start moving forward. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. Once you make your mind up, you keep going in that direction. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. That's the advice for you big time. All right? So I hope that was good for you. Thank you so much. That's really, really, really good. Yes, there could be some romantic adventures ahead for you. Be a little more choosy maybe this time, right? Just a little more choosy. You certainly don't need a man for success, you know? Then they better bring something big into the relationship in order to impress you. You won't be impressed by some guy that, just has no goals and no dreams and no get up and go, no motivation. You can't be with people like that. All right? That's right. Just like Mr. said. You focus on your new business and the rest is going to fall in place. You're very welcome, Sheila. It was my pleasure. Thank you very, very much. Hope to see you again sometime. Come back anytime. Thank you very much. That's beautiful. We've been in 1.5 hours and I've only had, 2 questions. Very, very slow night. Get these off for I don't need them on all night if I'm not reading. Yep, all single people go. There are some. I don't know about women, but I know there's men like this. Come this time of year, they start looking for a woman to get serious with, so they don't have to sleep alone all winter. And usually, come spring or summer, getting close, they don't make it to summer because come spring and the nicer weather, that's when the trouble starts. He's no longer interested. Well, I hope I get some sleep tonight. I've not slept really well the last few nights, or I wasn't well. Made for restless sleep. I hope tonight I do. It'd be nice. Have a mate to hibernate with, yeah. If it was that easy, you know? Too funny. Actually, Eric and I, we lived in a beautiful log cabin, red cedar, um, for a year. I think it was close to a year. We lived in the woods. It was beautiful. We were there the whole winter, and it was a bad winter. It became problematic getting in and out of that road. We were 1 mile into the woods, and nobody around us, all alone. The house was beautiful, very comfortable, and so pretty. The land went on forever. There was even a guest house, and that was sweet as could be. It was really nice. We were right on the water again. Beautiful. And I was sleeping alone for a long time, but I don't anymore. I got my little baby furball. He sleeps with me every night. I don't think he'd be too keen to share it with anybody, so I'm all good. I'm all good. Sometimes if I roll over and put my back to him, he puts his feet up against me, he moves around. It feels like a small child's in the bed with me. That's what it feels like. And if I wake up out of a sleep, it's like, oh, baby, stop, okay. And then it hits me, it's the dog. It's not a baby. It's not a kid. It's the dog. So, oh, Bill, was talking about that tonight, actually. I said, when the day comes, if I live that long, and the day comes, too old to climb the stairs, this and that's problematic. I'll have to move back to the city. I said, and that's where I'll die fast. It'll kill me. Being back in the city, waited my whole life for this. Not about to just walk away that easily. I don't like the city at all. And if I come into and won the lottery and won a jackpot, I'd buy all of this up. I'd give them an offer they couldn't refuse. Oh, he's my little lover. I'll tell you that, Sheila. He's my little lover. He's asleep on my feet right now. If he was awake, I'd bring him up to the camera. You can actually see his face because I trimmed his fur today. Did a shitty job. He wouldn't sit still, but did the best I could. So one thing about small cottages and cabins, not so much my place is a cottage, but a cabin. It's usually 1, 2 rooms. That's about it. Usually open concept between the kitchen and the living room. It's all one big room. You get your bedroom off to the side, whatever. They're easy to keep clean because it's minimal stuff in there, only what you need while you're there, and pretty easy to sweep through, you know, pick things up, take trash, whatever. Real easy to do. Not like in your home where everything's got to be done all the time, spit shining and everything. Get it. So it's relaxing, very relaxing. Although a big part of cabins are outhouses, that part I never got. I never liked it. Been using an outhouse since I was young. I've used them many times over the years, and I don't like them at all. There's something very discomforting about placing your naked rear end over a dark, deep hole that you can't see down. You can't see. Just something unsettling about that. Yes. My friend Linda, she has a brother who lives in Whitehorse. It's very Alaska-like there. They live the same kind of, and he lives a subsistence life. You know, harvests renewable resources and stuff like this. And he's got, I think, a couple foxes and even a couple of coyotes that come onto his property, and he feeds them. He said he has no need to kill them, no need to shoot them. He said they're like my pets. He said, but they're the perfect pets to have because I don't have to feed them all the time. I don't have to house them. I don't have to, they come, they have a snack, and then they take off. So mystery, that's funny. No thanks, Bill. That's a big turnoff. That's a huge turnoff. I've done it, but no, I'm 61 now. I'm not going piss in no bucket. You know what I mean? So it's perfect if you can have a cabin and you have a drilled well. Then you can have a toilet. Then you can have a bathtub. You can have a shower. But you got to have that drilled well. So if you could put in a water system like that where you can use it, would be awesome. Then you'd be happy there all year round as long as the place was insulated a little bit. You'd be fine. There's a lot of videos on YouTube of people living that lifestyle. One of my favorite programs of all time, and it's still current, I just don't get it like on my TV anymore. So I'll look at old reruns that were posted in the last, say, 6 months, 4 months. They shorten the name to LBZ, but it's called Life Below Zero, and it takes place in Alaska. And it is an amazing show. Amazing. Wow, that's impressive, Sheila. That's really nice. Good for you. It's nice to hear you have your own workspace. That's really good. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Yeah, you had a really good card. Exceptional card. Yes, you got to have firewood. I don't want, if I'm in a cabin or anything, I don't want electric heat. That's for sure. That's one thing I can do without. You can make your own makeshift lighting off batteries and whatnot. I've been in a lot of cottages and cabins, big cabins and stuff where they did that. They put a lighting, they ran wiring, everything's run off car batteries. Picking up radio stations, a little bit of TV. You don't, Bill. Are you kidding me? I'm a moderator in the group on Facebook, and I don't know what we're up to in there, 30 some thousand member. There's a lot. I forgot to check the last time I was in, but I'm a moderator in there. They asked me to be. So I actually had Sue talk to me once. Yep. Oh, well, that's nice. That's nice, mystery. But yeah, Bill, I'm impressed that you like that show too. It's one of my all-time favorites, LBZ, one of my all-time favorites. So, but Sue actually commented on a post I put in. Had nothing to do with her, but it did because I mentioned her name. I brought her up, and she actually got right in on the conversation. Said, "Yay, Natalie! Way to go, Natalie! You rock, girl!" and all this kind of stuff. I was so excited to talk to her. It was so nice. I think I might have some. I either got junk mail or I got a reading. We're gonna find out here. You're gonna find out. Nice to have a reading. Ah, my goodness. It is. Linda. Lori, I'm sorry I did it again. I called you Linda. Why do I call you Linda? You must have an angel with the name Linda. That sticks right to you. Lori Willime. Where are you, my dear? Oh my gosh. Oh, my email won't work. It won't go back. What the heck is going on here? Come on. What on earth would slow that down? I'm going to have to refresh my email. It's not moving. Okay, I want to go back. I don't know what's going on with my email. It won't go. It won't do what I want it to do. You've got to. I don't know. I've never done that with anybody else, Lori. Oh my God. Too funny. What was your question, Lori? That's pretty cool, Bill. Yeah. And I don't know. You say you love him? Himmy? Heim? Who's that? That's not a name I remember from LBZ. Just a message from Spirit, Lori. No problem at all. You know what, Lori? I'm going to light my smudge up again just for you. All right? Just for you. If I could find. There we go. All right. This is for Lori. Lori, Lori, Lori. Funny, I do have a private reading that I have to do. It's for Linda. Maybe I'll start calling her Lori. Wouldn't that be awful? That would be awful. It really would. Let's smudge the cards for you, Lori. And we'll even share some here. I could use a refresher, that's for sure. There you go. There we go. Okay, Lori, let's see what we're going to get up for you here. Message from Spirit, please. Haha, good. Well, there's Chip and Agnes. Is that who you're talking about? He's the only one that has a native wife, and she's an indigenous from up there, Eskimo. And they've got 7 kids. Well, you're thinking maybe you're confusing life below zero. I don't know. Unless it's the new episodes of Life Below Zero, The Next Generation. Because I'm not seeing many of them. That's a possibility. But the regular Life Below Zero, there's nobody with that name. This is for Lori Wilhelm. Check back a message from Spirit, please. What needs to be brought to Lori's attention? What does she need to know? I'm going to cut right here, Lori. It's always the exciting part. Wondering what's going to come up. Oh my. Oh. Holy moly. First card. Just a card. A card about motivation. It's the 3 of Wands. A lot of activity going on around you within your life, etc., etc. This kind of a thing. So. Wow. 3 of Wands, motivation. I like seeing that card. Motivation and purpose. These are good things. These are good things. Must be on the Next Generation one, Bill, because I know them all on the original. So, that's on tonight, actually, on National Geographic, a brand new episode. Sue was the one that advertised it on her wall. So, I wish I had it. I get to watch it. I won't get to see it for a while. Anyway. Okay. Okay, Lori. This 3 brings energy and enthusiasm to all your activities. And in love, it predicts a new relationship and celebrations, things like weddings and engagements. This 3 is also a brilliant card for travel, for the arts, and some sports too, if that's your thing. It's showing that a dynamic attitude is going to get you the results that you're looking for. You may find yourself taking an unusual approach to a dilemma or a situation, or finding ingenious ways to problem solve and get your message across. You're on fire. You're right dead on. You're nailing everything that you're doing. You're nailing it. Advice: think laterally. All right. Try new ways to fire your communication and your creativity. All right. Keep an open mind. Keywords are travel, relationships, weddings, originality, success, and the arts. That's what this card represents. You want to know what your next 2 cards were? What did I say? You're nailing everything you do. Don't let there be any limits at this time. Why? Keep yourself wide open to everything so you don't miss any opportunities. Because these are the next 2 cards I pulled for you. How fantastic is this? Super, 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 super fantastic. Just beautiful. The World and then the Magician. I just heard you can have it all. You can have it all. Do the right things, make the right moves, have the right mindset. You can do whatever you want right now. You've got the power to do that, to manifest whatever you want to bring into your world. And it's going to feel like a second wind for you with the world. Catching your second wind, getting a deeper breath. Movement is easier, faster, more efficient. Everything. This is incredible. Wow. Just incredible. I'm glad you needed that because it's here for you. This is here for you. Call this again the Midas Touch card. The World card is the Midas Touch card. And this card, you can have whatever you want. It's just kind of matter of fact. You can bring to you whatever it is that you want. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You go ahead and you walk through your days. You live your life. Or, I don't know, you're a magnet for all that's possible right now from what I can see. You're a pure magnet. This is what exceptionally good. They don't get much better than this. This is the cream of the crop, you know. With the World card, the world is showing you your life is regenerated and renewed as you finally find the success that you seek and you celebrate your achievement. You may receive a particular reward for your efforts. It could be the universe paying you back for something. The card also shows the completion of a phase, such as you're meeting a target that you had set for yourself or a goal. You're there. Or you're finalizing a house move or any other major project like that big. The world often comes up in readings to signify a relationship landmark as well, such as a wedding anniversary or the renewing of vows. There are opportunities for you to travel now. And if you're single, well, you'd have some romantic adventures too. The advice: celebrate what you have achieved, embrace new opportunities. You're going to be full of energy and motivation. You see, the motivation showed up there too in another card. How great is that? Beautiful. The world is your oyster. Don't be shy and don't hold back. Keywords: success and completion, celebration, beginnings, travel, motivation, and renewal. I've got to read the manifestor to you as well. I don't normally go that far with the second and third cards, but we're doing it tonight for you. All right. The Oceanic Magician is the commander of the deep. He calls forward the dolphin, seahorse, shark, and sea turtle. These are the four creatures of the minor arcana. On his table are the four traditional suit emblems: the cup, the wand, sword, and pentacle. His left palm is open, showing he is a manifestor or alchemist, one who weaves magic with the energies of spirit, the earth, and the ocean. The magician looks directly into your eyes to ask, what can you make happen? All the conditions for your future success are perfect. Now is the right time to take action. You have the resources and talent to attract whatever you want, from a new relationship to a business enterprise, a project, or even a trip. Above all, the magician sees you are in the creative flow of life, full of energy and purpose. Communication speeds up when the magician appears, so you may find yourself talking a lot more, texting more than usual, and at work presenting your ideas. You're going to also find that others support your efforts as well. The advice: the time is now. You take action now and you're going to meet with success. You will find success. Keywords: new enterprises, communications, enjoy, energy, creativity, travel, money, and support. Ta-da! There you go. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're not going to be lacking in energy to do things and get things done. You're going to be, your couple runneth over in that way. Just a moment. I'll be right back. If I can get up, I'm stepping on my dog. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh. Gotta be like a pretzel to move around in here sometimes. Pretzel, I tell you. You take my seat. You took my seat. Now you got to back up and at least give me the edge of the chair so I got something to sit on. Move your little furry butt back a bit. There. There, I didn't sit on ya. You're lucky. There you go. Keep believing. That's funny, Bill. Good night, Mystery. Thanks for being here. It was a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much. I'm not going to stick around for too much longer, guys, because it's just, well, although I enjoy talking to you guys, you know, hanging out for a bit, that's always fun. I got everything all crumpled and something's going to end up on the floor here. There we go. Yeah, we'll be calling it an early night, I think, tonight for sure. That's okay. It's a free world. I can come back tomorrow night. Do you know what I mean? I can come back tomorrow night. Because we've been on here 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 6 seconds. So we're coming up to the 2 hour mark. And there have only been 3 readings tonight. That's it. Wow. Wow. I like giving the good ones, though, and that was a really good reading. Yeah. Lori's was a really, really, really good reading. That's nice. Talking about all this food, I wish I had some fish here, but I don't. But I'm hungry now. I'm hungry now. I just hope I sleep better tonight. That's the thing. What am I going to have to eat that I don't have to cook? Ugh. Good thing I live out here. There's no takeout. You can't order food in from here. Well, just think, Bill, if you ever win the jackpot, you'll be free to fly wherever you want in the world at any time. Won't you be lucky? Oh, you'd be so lucky. Really. You know? You wouldn't be housebound, wheelchair or no wheelchair. You'd be a man on the road. You know? Oh, my goodness sakes. Yes. Amen to that is right. What's going on with these cards here? They're facing the wrong way. Well, I'm not sure that I'm putting my cards away. There. Cards are put away. We're done. We're done for the night. That's right. Last call. You've got like 2 minutes to get it in. Or we're closing the blinds. Put her up, Jen. We're done. Readings are done for tonight. It's just too slow. It's too slow. I hope so. I hope to own this place someday. That's my biggest dream. It's my biggest dream is to own this property. And it's a big one. So, thank you for being here, Sheila. Feel free to come back anytime, even just to hang. Even that's acceptable. Well, everybody, gonna say good night. I gotta scramble something up to eat. I'm getting my appetite back, so I'm getting really hungry. I'm gonna go watch some Christmas movies, cuddle up with my baby, and then try to go to bed at a decent hour. I'll try to make it back tomorrow night. I hate to promise, but my intentions are to come back tomorrow night. Oh, thank you, Lori. It was nice having you here. Thank you so much. You have a great night, too. Thank you, Jennifer, for taking the time out to be here. Sorry it was a slow night. Maybe tomorrow night it'll be crazy. Who knows? That's the way it goes. We can't predict. Thank you so much, Sheila. Remember, everybody, keep your integrity forefront and center. That helps guide you through the muck and keeps you above it all. Keeps you on the straight and narrow. Try to touch someone else's life today, tomorrow. Make sure your intentions are good behind everything that you do. Remain open and honest and real, especially with yourself, but keep your feet on the ground too. Okay? And do what you have to do to move forward. Ask the universe to guide you and ask for help. I'm telling you, it works. You'd be surprised. All right? The last thing, but not least, please keep the peace in. Feed yourself first. That way you're more of a benefit to the world and the people in your life. Keep the peace in and share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Even you guys that just kind of were sandbagging, holding on there, you're all welcome here as well. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit the little like button on your way out. That would be kind of nice. Thank you so much. Saying a great night, a good night to you all. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Goodbye for now.